that lose their way in that shit. That's hard.
Yeah, and I really respect
You
that.
had 3 kids by
I
how old?
really respect you sharing that.
You had, my wife had 3 kids by the time she was 23 years old.
So my thing is this,
Kids.
the fact, and that makes your success story even more polarizing, right? Because it could help so many people right now going through it, and you're a pure example of a relationship that you didn't even come up for air, and you're just becoming empty nester with your son, who's getting ready to go off, but you have 2 more. It can be done. It absolutely can be done. So the thing is, a lot of women don't have companionship. They don't have fathers for their children. Uh,
Right.
it's disproportionate. So although it was difficult, you are truly blessed to have that type of family infrastructure.
Right, 100%, because there was no way that I would have been able to manage that. Because you have to think about all the things that you go through, still coming from an immature mind, coming and having these types of
I,
responsibilities
I
on your
had my
shoulders.
son. I was a teenage mom as well, so
Right, so you're like,
but
this
I
is
only had one son, and but I, you know, honestly, I'm so proud of him. And even though it wasn't easy, uh, even when my ex-husband was present, it wasn't easy. To raise one child is difficult. To put everything you have, and you're still growing yourself. So
right.
they're seeing it. They're seeing
Hey, bro, we still
grow up
young.
as well. So it's a challenge in the relationship dynamics with
Right.
children. So it's very overwhelming. I remember when my son graduated high school, then graduated college. I mean, my thing is I bawled like a baby because I could not believe, you know, we did it. He did it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Not being arrested, not having any children out of wedlock, not going
Right.
and
Because
not
it's hard. It's
it
hard,
really is.
And that's me speaking from a woman who was always with you, Keith. Like we've always been together. So I didn't do it by myself. So that, and even that it wasn't a struggle because I wasn't alone, but it was still a process, things that I've learned,
Absolutely.
right, that I went through
Absolutely.
emotionally. So being that young and being by myself, there's no, I mean, it's hard. It's hard as
Yeah.
hell.
And you're not the same person that you are as a teenager in your
Right.
20s and in your 30s as in your 20s and your 40s and your 30s. It's a growing process. Where I
Right.
am now in life, it's like I could take over the world, Kimmy.
Right.
That's how I
Like
feel. I
like I
feel
was
like
thinking to myself the other day, it's so funny because when I watch the news now, I'm terrified. I understand those people that you used to see in the movies be scared to step out of their apartments and they wouldn't come outside and the whole movie they were inside scared of something that was going on. I completely understand because when I was young, I had no fear of nothing. I would be out hanging out all times. And I didn't have that fear inside of me that something was going to happen. I was aware of things and things was going on just the same as they are today. Now my senses is like, I'm going in the house, I'm locking my door, I'm
right,
not coming out. I don't want to be bothered with these people. Everybody's crazy. I don't trust nobody.
right. But
You
that's
know?
your intuition. But I
Right.
I really don't want you to live in fear, and you should not. You should not. That's what you should not do. You should not live in fear. Your intuition and guidance should always be on, but uh, to live in fear, no, you're much more powerful than that.
Heck no. It is treacherous out there. It is. It is
Do
really
you,
treacherous.
I believe that the planet will be back balanced, and that's what we're talking about, the imbalances of life right now, right? All of these tragedies, all of this demonic stuff happening around us every day around the world. It beats up the spirit and the soul, and that's what it's designed to do. When you have enough knowledge, experience, and strength in your spirituality, you see the lineup, and it just does something to you when you know that I have enough power inside of me to protect my family, to protect,
Right.
to
Now, see,
grow.
you had mentioned that earlier. You were going into it talking about, the spiritual battle here, what I'm saying? Because it is to me, it's always been a spiritual battle here.
It's spiritual.
It's not necessarily a people, but it's always a spiritual. I feel like we are going to go into a balance, but at the same time, I feel like the demonic energy has had its time to fester for a little bit, and it's kind of at its high right now. If you
No,
look at all of the wars, all of the things that's going on, the energy is really high. And
right.
it's hard for people to
Right.
see
You're
that
right.
on the other side.
You're right, but you're wrong. Let me tell you why. When it comes down to the Black woman, the feminine energy, if we were to, and Keith, cover your ears there, if we were to rise up as far as our spirituality, our energy surpasses that by dimensions. And you don't understand. So it's important for me to have conversations with other women to ensure that even though you may be living in fear because you have children to worry about, don't be in fear. Know that we will come out of this, but you are a contributor to the energy balances, right? That fear keeps everything unbalanced because you're giving the devil what he wants.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like a lot of women don't, what they say, tap into their divine feminine energy, and a lot of women aren't aware that they have it. If they do have it, they've learned to use it in not the good ways
Exactly.
to influence. And they don't realize that we really speak to the consciousness of the planet because we have that power. We produce, men, they'll do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? We have that, you know what I'm saying? So if we knew our power as a whole, then the dynamics would be different a lot more. But you have to understand the American westernized influences to keep women untouched with that energy. They give it away and they only use the sexual energy. And the sexual energy is to entice money, fame, all of the things we've been talking about that we've been seeing in the industry, but not for the building of a nation,
Absolutely. So eloquently put.
Right. But no, I mean, yeah, it was a really big thing because I thought about that the other day, thinking about my son, and I was like, you know what it is? It's crazy because, when I was his age, I thought I knew everything. So being my age now, like 20 years later, I'm like, wow, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything.
She might have didn't know everything. I knew everything. I don't know what she knew. I knew everything.
Right.
I was a
So
beast.
here's my thought.
She trying to downplay it, but I was a beast. I knew everything. That's how we had a house. We had our own apartment at 18. We had our own car at 18. Nigga, I was a beast.
No. I understand that. No, I'm saying, yeah, that but you gotta. What I'm saying is not the plan, because you do what I'm a person that I have to have a plan. So I can execute anything, but sometimes you forget as a human being, you're to really go through the motions.
What is your
saying? And have that grounding experience. I didn't realize how fast I was going up to now. Like I was really, like when we talking about young women having kids, yeah, these young kids, they think they're grown.
Exactly.
Until you're really grown, and then you look back and you're like, damn, I didn't know a damn thing.
Exactly, right? So my question to you, what sign are you, Kimmy?
I'm a Scorpio.
And what sign are you, Keith, again? I know it's some.
I'm a Libra.
Okay, Libra, Scorpio. And it's interesting that y'all get along being so close. So my thing is this. When it comes down to, I think Keith has another, like, his rising sign is probably different. And I think I would have to look at your charts, to be honest with you, because you're giving me Capricorn energy, Kimmy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And Keith always seems to give me uh like Leo or
Leo.
yeah, Leo or in some ways because he's a Libra Capricorn. Um
Now I'm a
yeah,
Libra. Libra, baby. I'm the best. Libras are the best. I'm
no,
the
you're the most indecisive sign there is, but you're the second most intellectual sign next to Cancer.
I'm sweet. I'm sentimental. I'm
Well,
kind. I
well,
always know how everybody come for me for help. I'm very balanced. I keep stuff together. Like, bro, I'm different. And people, and one thing about a Libra, I'm always what people least expect. People always look at me and think
because of
one thing.
that scale, Keith. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
I love to be like, I love to make people like, I'm the nigga in the classroom that like will be smart and make people think I'm stupid. I'm the nigga that is like, I love to be the opposite. I'm the opposite. I
so
love
so here's the thing. Um both of you have the inner energy because I feel it. I've always felt it of manifestation. It won't be hard for you at all,
I'm good at manifestation. That's my number one answer.
but it would be even quicker and heightened when Kimmy is into manifestation.
I was just about to say that because I manifest very well. Everything I do since I was a little kid, I told Captain Keith, I've manifested. I have manifested since I've manifested my life.
Not like
Okay, so listen, I have to be in control. Okay. So everything in my life, from the person that I manifested Captain Keith. I laugh. He didn't even know that, but I did. In my brain, I knew exactly what kind of guy I liked, and I walked right into it. It's funny when you say things like that because these are things that I've created in my mind because it's an actual when you manifest things, you go for them, you create those goals, you do those things. Everything that's in my life, from the way I live my life to how I run my life, how I teach my kids, to the things I learn, to the person that I am, I have to manifest it because I can't not. I don't understand not manifesting your destiny. I'm the only one in control of it, and I can't give the control to anybody else.
So
So
you niggas gonna have a crazy nigga like me?
So
no. Okay. So yeah.
listen. So the reason
Say I'm gonna have me a crazy nigga like this nigga who gonna run that
so
shit all my life.
so here's the thing, right? Um I think you're going to do very well, more well than you think if you stay consistent with your content, Kimmy.
Oh, she ain't gonna be consistent on this shit. Like, bro,
Who's you talking? Oh,
listen,
you're talking to me?
Trish,
Yeah.
this she's not gonna do content. Do you know getting her to be on this shit is like pulling
She's
teeth?
Oh,
doing it now.
I thought you were talking to Captain Keith. You were talking to me?
Yes, I'm
She's
saying
not lying. No, no,
Yeah,
no. She's
bro.
no. Let me tell you why she's not lying. You know why?
But I've been told you that.
But no, but you told me. But let me tell you that I already know that.
But
No,
but
no,
she's
no,
not
no,
gonna do
no.
it,
Hold on,
though.
hold on. I'm telling you, I already know that. With what I know, how I speak, how creative I am, and how I put. You know, when you're a person that knows themselves, I don't toot my own horn, but I know exactly what I can bring to the table. If I did it consistently, I would kill this. But like I said, here's my drawback to I'm not a social media engager because I'm conscious of my energy. And sometimes I feel like just hearing some of this stuff drains on my energy, and I don't like it because this is not important to me enough. Although
okay.
I like to teach and speak enough, my energy is more important. And when you open yourself up to other people and the public, it can be very draining. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So this is what I would like to do. I would like to share Keith. I would like to share Kimmy between her panel and mine.
Yeah,
And
I've been told you that's what I wanted to do.
and I
It's all about getting her to do it.
Okay, so now
Like,
that
you know, she's not gonna argue with these bitches. That's one thing.
right, so this is the thing. I would like to, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so refreshed after I click off from this live. I am really just gonna crawl into my bed with my man because it's really refreshing not to have first a great conversation, then two, not to. I'm actually leaving feeling good about information exchange, the commentary, the way it flowed, and if you guys had more marketing, conversations like this is